Megabass brings the brand new Megadog X to the United States. Our custom shop colors, White Walker and Sake Bomber, return from Tekkel. Plus, we've added a special third shop custom color. And the next limited edition Respect Series drop is here. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard-to-find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined once again by my buddy Jeffrey the King. Jeffrey the King?
How's it going, buddy, old pal?
Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great as always.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Good. We're the Hookup Tackle USA. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We're going to highlight some important new offerings as well as important restocks so you guys can stay on top of the game. Cheers, my friends. We also drink. Well, half of us drink around here. You? Yet?
Huh?
You drinking?
No.
Okay, shocker. Cheers, my friends, from the most wonderful brewery in the world, Orion, from the gorgeous island of Okinawa. This sponsorship's not going very well, Jeff.
We've been going 2 years strong with no response to any emails or DMs, so.
What are we doing wrong?
We haven't gone and showed up to the factory and said, hello, we're here to talk business.
I don't think that's the deal.
No?
I think I need to be better looking. I have some ideas going through my head right now. I don't know why it's taken me this long to figure this out. All right. There's going to be some exciting what's new episodes coming down the pipe. We're gonna make this thing happen.
Okay.
So, happy Sunday morning, everyone. We have a lighter episode this week, but we are keeping it lighter because we have 3 limited drops all happening at the same time. So hopefully you guys are grabbing what you need right now. We're gonna fly through it in case you would like to see the offerings first. So let's start with Megabass and dive right in to the latest limited edition Respect Series color drop from them. If you are new to our channel, to our store, to the wonderful world of Megabass, each month they do a special limited edition drop they call Respect. These are colors that they have pulled from their past color line. They make them in a series of baits. It's usually 12 different baits, and it's a one-time run. It's just a great chance to just kind of play with new colors, collect new colors, do whatever you want with the new colors, and this is the latest drop. So, in fact, Jeff, why don't you do something special? Why don't you take the color away, Jeff? Here you go, guys. All right, excellent job. Jeff, what do you think about the color, sir?
It's black. And it's dark.
Yeah, that was very descriptive. Yeah. Happy Sunday to you. Are you awake?
Versatile.
Yeah, versatile. As St. Croix said, versatile. Okay, here you go, guys. So the brand new limited edition Respect Series color Black Viper. Let me just take this out. So this is a throwback color to 2009. Megabass created this color in the Quiet Griffin. So this is the first time that they have produced this color in almost all of these baits. Now, The color, as you guys can see, is a transparent black base. So if I was to hold this up to the light shines right through it. Okay, so it's a transparent black. It has a beautiful kind of crackle back to it that fades into kind of silver scales. The idea was that it was to look kind of like a snake, like a viper, right? And then on the bottom, just to give it a little bit of hit of color, is this kind of reddish pink. So the color is going to be a great offering in, you know, early morning, late in the evening, muddier water. At some point that you just need a darker silhouette for those fish to key in on, that's when you're going to use a color like this. Of course, you know, this is going to be one of the most highly collected colors probably in the line because it's never been done before. So it's just super dope. So let me fly through these baits with you really quick. So it's going to be available in 12 baits. The Edovision 110, of course, is going to be offered. Also, we see the iSlide 185, a swim bait for you, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you throw a black swim bait?
I personally do not.
Mm-hmm. When could you imagine or envision yourself throwing a black swim bait?
It could be good if the fish are feeding on like catfish. Or at night because of the silhouette. Yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I'd want to match that to like a catfish hatch or
yeah,
anything
that
like
makes
that.
the most. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so iSlide 185, of course the Pop X, Pop Max, the SRX Cyclone, the ORC Burning Shad. I'm stoked for that one. I like black topwater. I just like the silhouette that it creates. The Griffin Zero, so another kind of wake bait there. They brought back the 110 Junior, so for you guys that have been missing that in the last couple of respects, that returns in a respect. We also see the Quiet Griffin, so the original one that it was created in. We see the SRX Griffin. The Vibration X Battalion. It looks super dope in there. Again, I don't know when I'm going to throw it. This is one of those colors that I really want, and I don't need. But I know a lot of people catch them really good on these darker colors, so they're going to be super stoked about this one. And then the Giant Dog X. So there you go, guys. 12 different baits in the brand new color Black Viper. This is a one-time offering, so if it speaks to you, if you need it for your collection, if you need it for your tackle box, grab them quick because once they're gone, they are gone. There you go, brand new this week from Megabass.
Comparison. There you go.
Comparison is the root of all evil.
I thought it was money.
Oh yeah.
And greed. And Orion. And
all
alcohol.
these things. No.
Bad bitches.
All that's good. I guess I like evil. I don't know what to say. All right, staying on Megabass, another limited offering, the brand new official release of the new topwater bait, the Megadog X. Now, they've been teasing this bait for a while. They released it in Japan not too long ago. It is finally here to the US market. Now, this bait will eventually become a easier item to get, but because of supply chain issues, and it's a bait that a lot of guys have been super stoked about, have been waiting on, they're gonna fly out of here and they're gonna stay kind of hard to get probably for a while. So if you guys were lucky enough to get one of the Megabass Lucky Boxes last year around New Year's, you would have got a Megadog X in that box. So just to give you guys a comparison, this is the Megadog. Okay, so this is a bait that's been out for a while. It's 220 millimeters, 130 grams. This is the Megadog X, so 180 millimeters, 72 grams, so 2.5 ounces. It's a huge size difference. Okay, and you really see the size difference when it comes out of the package. I'll take it out really quick for you because it's important that you guys see this. Okay, so here is the original Megadog. And here is the Megadog X. So you can see a huge, huge size difference. This is, you know, this is some serious hardware here. This is something that's much more controllable and much more realistic to throw on a regular basis. This is a very specific type bait, right? So here you go, Megadog X, just a few features. So it has the two moving tungsten weights in there that are gonna create the rattle as it moves. It's going to have both kind of a pop and a glide and flash, so you'll notice that it's kind of built on a triangular platform that's going to allow the bait to have a shift, a sideways shift as it slides. Just like the full-size Megadog, it has the line through technology, or the steel that goes all the way through it. It also has the swiveled hook keepers, and it's double split ringed. Okay, so they're very serious about these things having the ability to move and twist. So if you hook a fish in a weird place, even if he head shakes, the bait's going to maintain being hooked in the fish. You can have a better land ratio. Okay, so really stoked about this. I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna find this has a lot of game. So there are 8 colors in the initial drop here. Okay, so you are looking at PMIU. There is also a GG indicator perch. Okay, so the indicator's up there on the top. If you can't see this giant bait walking, you got some problems.
I see.
Right? Yeah. But just in case, like you're a super old dude like Griff,
yeah,
they're gonna put an orange dot on there.
Oh, so thoughtful.
So you've got that. Yep. So Griff's got a bait he can throw. I'm making a mess already. This one is called HT Ghost and Flash. I'm gonna take it out just because some of these colors are slight shifts from colors that have been on the market before. So this is essentially kind of like a Ito Wakasagi color, but you notice that it has kind of a scale pattern up there on the back, so that one's pretty dope. We have, of course, Wagin Hasu. And then coming over from the iSlide line, we have Frozen Hasu. So you get a matte finish, transparent matte, which is super dope. We have Galaxy Shiner, so kind of like a silver shiner. We have GG Indicator Bass. Okay, so a great little bass pattern, again with the indicator dot. And then finally, FA Snakehead. So that's Fine Art Snakehead.
That was cool.
It's just too sexy not to take out of the package and show. So again, I don't live, the closest snakehead to me is probably like 3,000 miles away, but I want this to go, it's sick. So some great color options for you guys, brand new bait. Again, I would expect them to kind of evaporate out of there. But we'll do our best to try to keep them in stock. So if you miss it, keep your eyes peeled. We'll do our best to get some restocks. But there you go, the brand new Megadog X, available now. All right, Jeff, let's jump to our 3rd limited drop for today.
It's another walking bait.
Hopefully we didn't just break and blow up the website, but here you go. Another limited offering. This is an exciting one for us because these are baits that we throw all the time. We usually just get 1 batch a year. The batch has arrived. If you guys have been waiting for these, I've been getting messages like crazy. But the Teckel Kicknocker in our shop custom colors returns. And it returns in both the full size and in the pup version. Okay, so both sides, whether you want the full size or the pup, they're all available. Plus we add a 3rd color. So I'm gonna walk through these with you just in case you are new to our shop, you don't know about our shop custom colors, welcome. Okay, you are going to really love these. So, just in case you guys don't know, Tekkel is our friend Hideki from Osaka. He is the original creator of the Reaction Innovations Vixen, right? So that's a staple bait. 20 years ago, everybody wanted the Vixen. He has the original molds, the original factory, and so he created them under his own brand. So this is the OG original that you guys have been using for decades. Okay, now it's just branded as a Teckel Kicknocker. So this is our custom color White Walker. It is a matte white finish that's crackled all the way through. It's got a little hit of chartreuse on the bottom. It's got those really cool kind of sunken color shift eyes. So this is kind of my go-to staple color almost all the time. I'm a big sucker for white topwaters. It's just a great one anytime they're feeding on shad. So if you guys have fish that are feeding on shad, that is a fantastic offering, and again, available in both sizes. The next color is a color that we call Sake Bomber. And this is kind of a funny one. So it reminded me of like a sake and beer. And this is kind of a funny color to make for a Japanese brand because, sake bombers don't exist in Japan. right? We all think it's like the cool sushi thing to do here in the US, but if you asked for a sake bomber in Japan, they wouldn't know what the hell you were talking about. And they will laugh at you if you say you're dropping sake in beer. So I think it's kind of a funny color to make. So, but it's just a great, again, a matte finish, kind of almost a matte ghost minnow. It's got a little kind of goldish bronze back. It's got a little hit of purple on the side, and then kind of that kind of color shift pearl matte transparent. So another great color, and again, it's going to be available in both sizes. And then the official release of our new color. This is one that we've been working on for a while, and we finally got it exactly right. This is Ghost Geisha. So I wanted another white-based color that was more transparent for when the water gets really clear, and something like White Walker is just a little bit too much color for them. Ghost Geisha kind of fills in that gap. So before this color, it was almost always I was throwing either White Walker or Bone, and then I'd go to like a clear ice when the sun came up. So now it just gives me another option, another offering. So you've got a pearl belly, you have a transparent with some kind of shad scale kind of glitter, and then it fades to a crackle back black. It also has a purple pearl on the back, fading to a blue pearl on the bottom. So you're going to get different color shifts as it moves through the water. It should be an absolute fire one for you guys if you guys are fishing around any clear or transparent type water. You're gonna love them on this, and again, it's gonna be in the full size and in the pup. What say you, Jeff?
It's cool.
Griff?
Sick.
There you go, guys. Shop custom colors while supplies last. Available again in the Teckel Kicknocker. All right, while we are on Tekkel, we also see a huge restock in pretty much all the other colors and baits in there. I'll just fly through. So I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on colors like Clear Ice and Chartreuse Shiner, Bone, Lime Ice. All that returns in both the Kicknocker and the Kicknocker Pup. So if you've been waiting, great time to grab those. We also see a return in the Goodpecker. Okay, so this is the Kicknocker shaped bait that has that metal blade on the bottom that you just throw and wind. It's going to have a great kind of side-to-side clack, really noisy, very easy bait to throw. They smoke it this time of the year when you need to fish something just over grass. So if you guys have been waiting on some of the key colors, Bone, Chrome's Back, Black Shore, those all return as well. We also see a restock in almost all the frogs, including the Sprinker frog. So, you know, again, super popular this time of the year if you guys need more of a weedless plopper type action. Sprinker frog is a great one. So all the key colors, you know, Bone, Ghost Minnow, Bluegill, Camo, all return this week from Tekkel. All right, let's jump over to Lucky Craft for a minute. A couple new items and a couple of restocks that you guys will want to know about. A few weeks back, we brought to you the re-release of one of our favorite topwater baits that had gone away for a long time and now returns, the Sammy 65. They flew out of here. We got another batch in, so if you missed out or want to add to your collection, this is a great chance to do this. The Sammy 65, just so you guys know, obviously it's 65 millimeters. It's 5.8 grams. This is just a great topwater bait to throw anytime the fish are feeding on small stuff. Fry, little shad, tiny minnows. The Sammy 65 just has a wonderful movement to it. It's a very special movement. It definitely is going to need either a spinning rod or some kind of bait finesse rod to toss. It's pretty light, but it just has that awesome side-to-side movement in a really small package that nothing else really replicates the way this does. Okay, so if your fish are feeding on small bait, great bait to throw. The Sammy 65 is back. We also see a return in some key LV500 colors, including this guy. This is Silver Cheek Ghost Minnow. This is one of our best sellers that they do. It's kind of like a special run a couple times a year. So the Silver Cheek Ghost Minnow essentially just takes Ghost Minnow, and they have added kind of that prismy silver kind of effect that they do both on the face and as a little fin. So, you know, Ghost Minnow, the #1 selling color, obviously, in the LV500. This just gives you a little different take on the Ghost Minnow, gives you just a little bit of flash, but maintains the main profile. So that returns. And then they have been diving back into these guys. These are the Bevy Shads. The suspending version is available now. So we've had the floating versions, we've had the sinking versions. Now we see the return of the Bevy Shad 60 SP, so the suspending version of this. So this is just a real classic bait fish shad type bait from Lucky Craft. It's been out for ages and ages and ages, and then it kind of went away, and in Japan they are making it again. As you can tell, it's all the Japanese packaging and everything as well. So there's a quick look at that. It's just a great one to throw. It's kind of that crankbait, jerkbait hybrid. So if you guys are, into throwing shad baits, you get the multiple sounds. You've got the little tungsten bead, you've got the glass beads. So it's just a unique bait, fully suspending Bevy Shads return. All right, and then finally, a new trout bait for Lucky Craft. Lucky Craft has made a bait called the Humpback Minnow for some time. It's a very popular trout bait. We now see the official release of the sinking version. So in the past, it's been either a floater or a suspending. Now we have a full sinking version. The importance of a sinking version is if you guys are fishing streams or rivers or any type of current situation, a sinking style bait is just going to get down in the current and allow you to present the bait to the fish much quicker. It's not going to get washed downstream in the current. It's going to start performing immediately in there. I'm going to spec it out for you. It's 2 inches, so 50 millimeters, obviously. It's an 1/8 ounce, 3.5 grams. It's going to have a very, very tight movement. So again, it's going to be kind of a jerkbait, crankbait hybrid. Great for trout. Great for stream, smallmouth, any of that. So new from Lucky Craft this week. All right, Jeff, I'm going to use that to transition and let you guys know about something very special that we are doing next week. So, Jeff, I saw you go fly fishing one time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you turned into a trout guy.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Super trout bum now, right? So this week's kind of a very special week for me. I'm really excited about it. Starting tomorrow, I know a lot of you guys come and hang out on Sundays because you like to drink beers and listen to nonsense and see the great stuff. But all week this week, we are doing what we're calling Trout Week at the Hookup Tackle. And we are introducing you guys to a new segment of our store and website we're calling Kageki Trout. So Kageki meaning extreme. Extreme can mean different things to you. It can be extreme locations. If you're a young guy, like some of the characters you're going to meet this week, it could be like extreme hiking or jumping over waterfalls or doing nutty stuff. If you're older and wiser like me, it could just be, extreme fun, using super dope gear, that kind of stuff. So all week long, we're going to bring you new trout content. Now, the reason this is exciting for me, when we started the Hookup in '99 and I was guiding through most of the early 2000s, we were half trout and half bass. And even when we opened retail, we were half bass and half trout. Now, trout then meant fly fishing, right? So you're either a fly fisherman or you're a bait dunker. And there was nothing really in between, right? If you were a guy that threw a spinner or a spoon or a Rapala or something like that, you were buying your stuff at Walmart, right? And you were kind of looked down upon by the fly fishermen because, they were elitists with all the good gear and shit, right? But over the last decade, we've seen this huge shift in all these great brands that are in the bass world shifting and bringing that same well-thought technology and ideas into the trout world. And it's really just kind of opened up the conventional trout lane. Now we can use really fun gear, great equipment. We can tackle, these beautiful streams and rivers and just have some great adventures. So this week, all week, it's going to be Trout Week. We are going to bring you a video every day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday are going to be fishing videos where you can see kind of what we're doing. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are going to be more in-store instructional. We're going to kind of break down the gear, talk to you about mindsets and how we're doing stuff, talk about the lures and that kind of stuff. So if it's of interest, if you guys are BFS fishermen, you will hopefully learn a lot. If you're trout fishermen, hopefully you learn a lot. Maybe you just want to have some fun, have a good time, and maybe there's a stream or a river or a lake near you. Hopefully you will take a look and enjoy with us. So cheers to Trout Week. Jeff, show us a little clip, show the people what they can expect this week. Enjoy, my friends.
So special for me about this style of fishing is it's not your traditional trout approach. I mean, most guys are throwing spinners, power bait, flies for these fish. These things are mean. Just snapping hooks, bending out split rings. Not catching one isn't an option.
Oh, good one. Giant, dude. Oh, yeah, baby. This fish is so big. You're going to shit when you see this on the net.
good one. Oh, it's him, Sam! Shoot, it's just ripping dry. Nothing I can do. Oh my god, dude, I'm fucking shaking. Holy shit, that was a fun fight. That's what I live for.
All right, Jeff, let's jump over to OSP really quick. A couple new things, but some really important restocks I'm gonna fly through with you guys. A couple weeks back, we brought you guys the return of the OSP Blitz EX DR. A lot of the colors flew out of here, and we were able to secure the last of the batch of what they had in a lot of these colors. So if you missed out or wished you would have grabbed some different colors, this is your chance, okay? So key colors like Jade Shad, Red Craw, Crystal Blue Shiner, Real Bitterling. We also see Ghost Minnow, Tasty Shad, Jinrin, right? We've got some Black and Gulls, Sunny Gill. So if you missed out, this is the time to snatch these. This is one of those baits that everybody should have in their arsenal. You guys know, if you're watching this, this is a key one. It's 12 grams, so 7/16, so let's just call it half an ounce, 2 inches, just an amazing crankbait. So those are back from OSP. We also see some key colors return in the Blitz Max. So this is the square bill version, a little bit bigger body, so it's 2.5 inches. It's 12.5 grams, so again, going to be sitting right at that half ounce mark. Just a great one, but a lot of key colors return. So Red Craw is back, Ghost Minnow, Jinrin, even some of the real patterns. So Real Bluegill, Real Perch for you guys that live up north are back. So if you're looking for a great square bill, it's silent, easy to cast, comes through cover great. Blitz Max returns from OSP. We also see a return in some of the key colors in this little dude. This is the Buzzin Crank Heavy Hitter. So this is a small little wake bait, 50 millimeters, 10 grams. So you're sitting kind of right at that 3/8 ounce mark on there. So here's a highlight of some of the key colors. This is a great little wake bait. It's got a really aggressive sound to it, a really aggressive knock. Right, so this tiny little package is going to create this amazing sound, big profile. There's some key limited colors in here. There's a return of some of the standard core colors. So if you guys want to try a different wake bait, or maybe you missed out last time, the Buzzin Crank Heavy Hitter returns from OSP. And we also see a return this week of the OSP Spintail frogs. This is one of our best selling frogs. This is a great one from OSP, easy to walk, easy to just cast and retrieve. You can do a bunch of different things with this frog. It comes standard with a ring on the front, which allows the frog to have a lot of movement. So it's a welded ring on the front, so it's easy when you walk it or as it's swimming. It has that great ability to kind of shift back and forth. It's a very small bodied frog, but it's got a big hook, so you can see that you're going to have great hookup ratio with it. And it comes with a swiveled blade on the back, so that blade is going to give it the ability to walk back and forth, but also if you just swim it, it's going to churn in the back and just create this really finesse kind of plopper sound. So it's a great option when the fish get picky, allows you to kind of extend your frog season out a little bit. So the Spintail frog from OSP, those are back. All right, Jeff, your favorite segment of each show. Are you ready?
Okay.
Do you want to introduce it?
No, I'm good.
Why not?
I'm here.
You should trade.
Huh?
You want to trade me?
No.
Okay. You just want to stay back there and
so I
buy
can
them all?
See it, yeah, in its full glory.
The OSP HP Bug returns, Jeff, in all colors.
All?
Yeah, so there's like 32 different color options. So you can match the hatch of any bug you can possibly imagine, from blacks to blues to purples to green pumpkins to clears. The HP Bug is back. Are you excited?
Yeah. You know, they should make like an 8-inch version.
I never want to go somewhere where I'm matching the hatch of an 8-inch bug.
Well, you know those palavitter beetles we have here, right?
Those things are so disgusting.
Black beetles.
One crawled out the other day when I took the dude's bull riding.
Oh, you're kidding.
It was raining. It was crawling on everybody. And
Huge,
everybody was
right?
screaming. Oh my God, dude. It's like a
Massive.
5-pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, back to the HP Bug. Here's a look at the HP Bug. This is, you know, Jeff throws a lot of swim baits in and he usually follows them up with some kind of bug pattern if they miss his bait, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then, so this guy is designed to be kind of a neutral density bug, so it's going to have a very slow sink. As it sinks, you can see that just by holding it, it's going to have this really interesting quiver here on the legs. It's just really natural as it falls. Think of it as a super small little Senko. You're going to fish it the same way. A little EWG hook, you know, and there you go. So if your fish are feeding on any kind of bugs, or you need a great follow-up to a big bait, right? HP Bugs return. Just in case that didn't get you excited, I also snagged some more of these, Jeff.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so the OSP Saikoro Rubber, we call it the dice rubber. Also back, again, just in 2 colors. We're going to grab them as they make them, right? So whatever they make, I'm just going to scoop up. So Moebi and Black return, and the non-salt. So if you guys are looking for more of those are back. We also finally see a return, plus some new colors and new sizes in the OSP Mylar Minnow. Okay, so this is one of our favorite baits this time of the year and going into fall, when we need a super finesse bait fish pattern. So we see some new color options go from the 3.5 to the 2.5, and vice versa from the 2.5 to the 3.5. Mylar Minnow is a super floater kind of plastic that has an internal piece of Mylar. The Mylar is hollow, so it's very easy to hook and rig, so it's not going to get in the way. But it gives it just a little bit of flash as it shifts and moves. And this tail is also hollow, similar to like a tube. So it's going to have a really nice action. Every once in a while, it'll allow a little air bubble or something that is trapped to escape. And it just looks super lifelike. You can hover shot this, you can drop shot this, you can put it on a little ball head. Lots of things you can do with the Mylar Minnow. We almost always sell out of these when they come in. So if this speaks to you, I would definitely grab them while you can. It's one of the hardest things that OSP produces for them to make. So they only make it usually once a year, twice a year if we can really twist their arm. So it's not one that comes back in stock very often. So all the key colors are back in this guy, right? So your Wakasagis, your Ayus, all your natural bait fish patterns, plus the new colors as well. So if you guys have been waiting or just want to try something new, the Mylar Minnow from OSP is in stock now. All right, some quick restock in soft plastic from OSP. OSP Dolive Shad in the white glow. This is that albino pearl shad color. Returns in both the 4-inch and 4.5-inch. So if you missed it before, same color is a Megabass albino pearl shad, but in an OSP Dolive Shad. So those return. We see a huge restock in Dolive Craws in all the key kind of jig trailer colors. So green pumpkin, camo, fresh crawl, all those return in Dolive Craws. And then we see a full restock in OSP Dolive Beavers. So 3-inch, 3.5-inch, 4-inch, all the new colors of 3.5-inch come in as well. So the reds, the clear flake, the camo, all those colors all return from OSP. All right, a new size from River to Sea in the Whopper Plopper lands in our store. The Whopper Plopper 60 is now available. So they keep getting smaller, Jeff. So we keep getting farther and farther down the spectrum. Griff was out this morning throwing this, caught one right next to our shop. It's just a super small micro size. Here, I'll take it. So there you go. The new Whopper Plopper 60 is available now from River to Sea. Just to spec it. It's 2 3/8 inch, it's 7 grams, so 1/4 ounce on that dude. While those return, we also see a big restock in all the normal sizes of Whopper Ploppers. S-Wavers are back. The Tactical DD Crank is back. Blings are back. So if you guys have been missing any of those all return this week from River to Sea. All right, Jeff, Evergreen at ICAST released the X-Over crankbait, and this is a bait that they released actually in Japan earlier this year. We've carried them in here. They've named it the XV because, you know, X-Over or crossover is too hard for Americans to say. So we see the official release of the XV5, and all the colors are now available in that guy. So if you guys have been waiting on that or just looking for a different kind of shad profile crankbait, this could be a really good one. Just to spec it out, it's 3.5 inches, it's 5/8 of an ounce. It's basically just a really tall bodied bait. We've talked about it before in here, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time, but it's a great one if you just need a bait to have a really lifelike big shad or perch type profile. It's got that kind of big, wide, flashing movement. So great one from Evergreen you can pick up. And then finally, Jeff, do you remember our conversation with the dudes at Nishine at iCast? So one of our most talked about segments, a lot of people loved that segment because you could really feel the passion from those guys. They were releasing at iCast a new topwater bait called the Erie 115 TW. It is a floating jerkbait, right? And it is scheduled to release this fall. So we should see our full batch come this fall. They really appreciated all the comments that they could get, so they leaked us just a handful of each color that they had made already in production. So the full release won't be for probably another couple weeks, but if you guys want to jump on the handful that we have, they were probably actually just sent for us to use as samples, but they're there. So knock yourself out, guys. There's going to be 3 colors in this guy, and I will show it to you. This is the Erie 115 TW. TW standing for topwater. So it's 115 millimeter size. 3 colors. I'll fly through them all with you. But the idea of this guy is to create a jerkbait that can be fished kind of similar to an old school way that we used to use, like a Rapala or something like that. You can jerk it down, it's going to go under, you can twitch it under the water, and it's going to kind of float back up. So it's designed to be just a right at the surface jerkbait. So if you guys need to fish over super shallow water, over weed beds, over anything that if you get the bait down too deep, it's going to start snagging, this can be an excellent, excellent option for you. It's a fun way to just kind of mix jerkbait and topwater together. Okay, so 3 colors. There is a peach. There is a, stay there, guy, Pearl Core Ghost, and there is a Wakasagi. Okay, so 3 color options in that guy. Just to spec it out for you, it's 115 millimeters. What do we have for weight on that guy? It is 17 grams, so just over half an ounce. So it should be easy to cast, totally silent. Should be a lot of fun. Plus it's new and it's from Nishine, so we should grab it. So available while supplies last, the new Erie 115 topwater. All right, guys, that is it for the week. I know it's not a lot of stuff, but we wanted to kind of really keep it a little chiller since we had those 3 big drops in the beginning, give you guys a chance to grab that and not miss anything super critical. So if you have questions on anything that has arrived this week, drop it down below. I will definitely get to it. Of course, Jeff will leave links to the products if you want to check them out closer. Jeffrey, happy Sunday, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go catch some fish, hug your family. Thank you for giving us time on your Sunday morning. We really appreciate it. On behalf of myself and Jeff and Griffin, everybody here at the Hookup Tackle, guys, thank you for your business. Thank you for giving us time, and we will see you soon. Peace.